Hello everyone. In any finite element analysis, the mesh is one of the most important part of the simulation setup, right? A mesh is not just a vital pattern on the geometry, it directly controls how the software breaks down a real engineering problem into smaller mathematical pieces. If the mesh is chosen properly, the result becomes more accurate, stable, and meaningful. But if the mesh is poor, even a perfectly defined load or boundary condition can give misleading result. So in this video, we will understand what a mesh is, the common types of FEA meshes, and how to choose the right mesh for different engineering applications. What is a mesh? A mesh is basically a way of dividing a continuous geometry into many small elements. These elements are connected through points called nodes. The finite element solver does not solve the whole part in a single step. Instead, it calculates the response at these nodes and elements, then combines them into everything to estimate the behavior of the complete structure. Depending on the analysis type, the values at the node could be displacement, temperature, pressure, voltage, or flow variables. The solver approximates the real field inside each element. This is why meshing is the bridge between real geometry and numerical simulation. Why mesh choice changes the result? A mesh can strongly affect the final result. A coarse mesh can solve quickly, but it may miss important stress concentration or sharp gradients. As you can see in this image, there is a gradient near the circle. So the mesh has to be finer to account for the rapid change in the value in this particular region. Coarse mesh are faster but may miss stress peaks and gradients. Finer meshes improve local accuracy but increases the solver time. Good meshing means enough details where physics change quickly. The goal is to use the right mesh density in the right location. For example, area near the hole, fillets, contacts, and load application points usually need more refinement than flat, low stress regions. Now, let's discuss about some mesh vocabulary. Now, nodes, these are basically the points where unknown values are stored. Now, elements are basically small region connecting the nodes. Edge or faces are the boundary used for load, contact, and different constraints. Element size control the local resolution. These are the important terms that you should know. Now, let us see this 1D beam, frame, pipe, and other studies. So, a 1D mesh is used when the structure is long and slender, and the cross section is small compared to its length. Instead of creating a full 3D model, we can represent the structure using line element with assigned cross-sectional properties. This is very useful for beam, truss frames, cables, and pipe networks. The biggest advantage of 1D meshing is speed. It gives reliable global behavior with low computational cost. However, it is not suitable when we need detailed low stress distribution across full geometry. So basically, use when length is much larger than the cross-sectional dimension. It is best for frames, beams, cables, and other related domains. It is very fast because geometry is represented by lines plus the sectional properties. So in the next video, we will learn a bit more about the other mesh details like the 2D mesh, the 3D mesh, and other things.